Hello, everyone. Previously we discussed some of the most notable characteristics of individuals under early childhood. We learned that early childhood is a stage described as problematic age or troublesome age, toy age, preschool age, pre-gang age, exploratory stage, creativity stage, questioning stage. Today, we are going to explore an important concept in early childhood development, the stages of play. Stages of play is a theory and classification of children's participation in play developed by Mildred Parten Newhall in her 1929 dissertation. She is a sociologist and researcher. Parten's work in the 1930s helped us understand how children's play evolves as they grow and develop socially. Understanding these stages is crucial for educators and parents as it provides insight into how children interact with their peers and the world around them. We start with the earliest stage known as unoccupied play. This is when a child is not actively playing but rather observing, making random movements, or interacting with objects or their own body. It might seem like they aren't doing much, but this is actually the foundation of play, where they begin to explore their surroundings. At this stage, baby is just making a lot of movements with their arms, legs, hands, feet, etc. They are learning about and discovering how their body moves. Although unoccupied play may not look like it, it is actually considered play in very young children. Example, for instance, a baby lying in a crib might wave their arms and legs, gaze at a mobile, or watch their fingers move. While it might seem like nothing significant is happening, they are actually learning about their body's capabilities and the basic cause and effect of their actions. We usually observe this stage at the age around birth to 3 months of age. Next, we have solitary play, where children play alone with little to no interaction with others. This stage is common in toddlers who are beginning to explore toys and objects independently. We usually observe this stage at the age around 3 months to 2 years of age. During this stage, children play alone and do not interact with other children. They engage in activities that are self-directed, such as playing with toys or exploring their environment. Children begin to display an increased level of focus during this stage. They also sustain play for longer periods of time than in the unoccupied stage. Example, imagine a toddler sitting on the floor with a set of blocks. They might be stacking them or knocking them down repeatedly. They are focused on their activity and are not yet interested in what other children around them are doing. This stage helps them develop concentration and learn more about how the world works through exploration. Solitary play helps children develop their cognitive skills as they are learning to explore and experiment with their environment. They are learning to recognize patterns, form mental images, and identify objects. This also helps children develop their problem-solving skills as they are learning to explore and experiment with their environment. These play behaviors also help children develop their sense of self-awareness and independence. This stage of play remains unstructured, and although your child doesn't show interest in other children or adults, it's perfectly normal in younger children. Next stage is onlooker play. This is when children watch others play without directly joining in. They might observe how a sibling or another child interacts with toys or games, learning through observation. As your child's play skills develop, they will progress to onlooker play at around 2.5 years of age. At this stage, children are observing other children playing and learning from them. At this stage, children will tend to watch other children playing, but won't engage with them. They'll simply observe, or be an onlooker. While you may want to encourage your child to engage, there really is no need, as children showing interest in others and observing them is a totally normal part of development. This stage is important for children to learn about social cues and to understand how others play. As your child watches, they are learning to understand the boundaries of others and the rules around social play. This also helps children develop their observational skills. They'll likely have lots of questions about what they are seeing as well. Example, a child at the park might stand nearby and watch a group of kids playing tag. They aren't participating but are keenly observing the rules and the social dynamics involved in the game. This stage is critical as it lays the groundwork for understanding social interactions and how to engage with others. This next stage is parallel play. It is a fascinating stage where children play alongside each other without interacting directly. They might be playing with the same toys but not necessarily together. Parallel play is the fourth of the 6 stages of play development and usually occurs between 3.5 to 4 years of age. Parallel play occurs when children are playing side by side but not interacting with each other. They'll be playing with similar toys, but not playing together. This stage of play helps children further develop social skills. Although they aren't directly interacting, they will often share toys without playing together directly. For example, one might sit something down, and the other child then picks it up. Or children will be using the same toys but playing separate games right next to each other. At this stage, your child starts learning to understand social cues and develop empathy. They are learning to recognize the emotions and feelings of others, and they are learning to take turns and share. This stage of play also helps children develop their communication skills, as they are learning to interact with others in a respectful manner. Another example, picture 2 children sitting side by side, each with their own set of crayons and coloring books. They might occasionally glance at each other's work but remain focused on their own activity. Parallel play is an important bridge to more social forms of play as it allows children to become comfortable being around others while still engaging in their own activities. Next stage is associative play. This is when children start to engage with others during play, sharing toys and ideas, but there isn't a clear goal or organization to their activity. They are more into people but not the play itself. Associative play is fifth in the 6 stages of play. This type of play starts at around 3 years of age. This is a key stage in your child's development because it's where they begin to develop social skills through playing with others. This is the stage in child development where they begin directly engaging in activities with other children. Children start to collaborate and share toys and resources in a more deliberate way. This is where your child learns to cooperate and collaborate with other children. Although they will be engaging with peers, the play won't be organized, and the children won't be focused on a common goal. Each child will still be very focused on their own play and their own goals. At this stage, children are learning to develop their communication and teamwork skills. They are also learning to understand and respect the boundaries of others. Example, in a sandbox, children might be digging or building castles. They share tools and comment on each other's work, but there's no set plan or structure to what they are doing. This stage is important for developing communication skills, cooperation, and socialization. Finally, we reach cooperative play, where children play together with a common goal or purpose. This is where teamwork, negotiation, and shared decision-making come into play. Cooperative play is the final stage of the 6 stages of play and usually doesn't develop until around 4.5 years of age. The main difference between associative play and cooperative play is that the child begins to play with others in a way that is directed toward a common goal. Cooperative play is a more advanced form of social play. Often at this stage of play development, children engage in imaginative or pretend play where they take on different roles. They will often create imaginative worlds and recreate scenes or scenarios that they are familiar with. Some examples are playing schools, with one child acting as the teacher, while the rest act as students. Creating a restaurant scene, where they divide into chefs and customers. Recreating scenes from movies. Board games. Organized sports. Children are learning to understand the perspective of others, and how to work as a team. They are also developing their language skills and learning how to compromise and negotiate. This stage of play also helps children develop their self-confidence and independence. Example, consider a group of children building a fort together. They assign roles, discuss how to build it, and work together to achieve their goal. Cooperative play is crucial for developing leadership skills, empathy, and the ability to work as part of a team. In conclusion, Parten's stages of play show us how children's social interactions and play behavior evolve over time. Understanding these stages helps us as educators and parents to provide appropriate support and environments for children as they grow. Whether they are playing alone, alongside others, or as part of a team, each stage is an essential part of their development. Thank you for watching this lesson on the stages of play by Mildred Parten. Understanding these stages allows us to better support children's social and emotional growth. Remember, each stage is a stepping stone, leading to the next as children develop their social skills and ability to interact with others. Be sure to observe and encourage the unique ways in which children play, as it's through play that they learn about themselves and the world around them.